So this is part 4 of the global imperialism with pretty much every single country. So we're getting close to the end. Let's just get into it. First nation of the video will be Japan. And they are going northwest. So that's Russia. A big battle to start the video off with. Who'll win? And Japan wins it 3-0. So they are getting Klavan and Golovin. But more importantly, they are now the biggest country in Asia. That's a very big upgrade to start off with. And they are also getting some land in Europe. Next nation will be Benin. And they are going east. So that's Equatorial Guinea. Who'll win this African battle? And Benin has defeated Equatorial Guinea 3-2. So Benin will now be getting Matit, Ndidi, and Akapo. That's really good. And they will also grow a lot bigger in Africa now. Uzbekistan is the next country on the wheel. They are going southeast. So that's Afghanistan. Let's see who will win this battle between these two Stan countries. And Uzbekistan beats Afghanistan 3-1 to stop their run. So they get Suleiman, Hussein, this guy, Ashfaq, Chetri, and Nur, and they get a lot more bigger in Asia. The next country will be Gibraltar, and they are going north. You can pretty much not see them, but that will be Portugal. Portugal should win this easily, and they do. They won it 4-0, so they get this Walker guy which they won't need, and they pretty much have the same land as before. Next nation is Namibia, and they are going northwest, so that's the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Who'll win this African battle? And the Democratic Republic of the Congo wins it 2-0, so they get this guy, and they'll also get Hoto, and they also grow a lot bigger in Africa, another big African country now. The wheel has now landed on Australia. They are finally doing something now, and they are going north, so that will be Vietnam. This is a battle for a lot of land. Who'll win? And Vietnam has beaten Australia 2-1, so they are getting Matthew Ryan, which is really good for them, and they are also getting a lot more land in the Oceania. Next nation will be South Africa, and they are going north, so that's the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Who'll win this African battle? And South Africa wins it 1-0, so South Africa is now getting Mata, Hoto, and Mbomba. That's good. They are also now moving more north into Africa, so the next nation on the wheel is El Salvador, and they are going southeast, so that's Nicaragua. Who'll win this North American battle? And it's a 1-1 draw, so second leg, and El Salvador wins it 2-1, so El Salvador gets this center back, and they keep growing in North America. Next nation is Uzbekistan once again. They are going southeast, so that will be China. A battle for a lot of land. Who'll win? And it's a 2-2 draw, second leg, and Uzbekistan wins it 4-2, so they are now getting this midfielder, and this striker which is pretty good, and they will also grow a lot bigger. Next nation will be Italy, and they are going west, so that's Portugal. Two big nations going to battle. Who'll win this big European battle? And Italy wins it 2-1, so they are now getting Van Dijk, De Bruyne, Rodri, Mbappe, and Ronaldo. That's just crazy, and Italy is now the biggest country in Europe, and the wheel has landed on Kazakhstan for the first time, and they are going northeast, so that will be up to Japan. Can Kazakhstan take down the Japanese? No, they can't. Japan wins it 2-1, so they get this Islam Khan guy, and they get even bigger. The next nation is the Dominican Republic, and they are going west, so that'll be Cuba. Who'll win this one? And the Dominican Republic has beaten Cuba 1-0, so they are getting Hall, this guy, and Hernandez. That's decent, and they are also getting Cuba's land. Next nation will be the Republic of the Congo, and they are going southeast, so that's South Africa. Will Congo be the nation to stop South Africa? And it's a 2-2 draw, second leg, and South Africa wins it 3-1, so South Africa is getting this striker, and obviously they will keep growing in Africa. Next nation will be Germany, so we're finally back to Europe, and they are going southeast, so that's Ukraine. Can Germany keep going or will Ukraine stop them? And Germany wins it but only barely. They win it 4-3. So Germany will be getting Skriniar, and they are also getting Malinovsky, but more importantly they are expanding more in Europe. Next nation is Rwanda, so that's the first time seeing them, and they are going southeast, so that's the Comoros. Another African battle. Who'll win this one? And it's a 1-1 draw, second leg, and the Comoros has won it 2-1, so they are getting themselves this striker, and a tiny bit more land in Africa. Next nation the wheel has landed on is El Salvador once again, and they are going northeast, so that's the Dominican Republic. Who will win? And the Dominican Republic has won it 2-0, so they are getting this center back, Lozano, and also Alvarez, and they are moving into Central America now. Next nation will be Yemen, and they are going northeast, so that'll be Saudi Arabia. Will Yemen be the nation to finally stop Saudi Arabia? And it's a 1-1 draw, second leg, and Saudi Arabia wins it 2-1, so Saudi Arabia will be getting this goalkeeper, and they still keep going with growing in the Middle East. Next nation will be Luxembourg, and they are going northwest, so that's Italy. Imagine out of all the nations it would be Luxembourg defeating Italy, but Ronaldo is not letting that happen with scoring 4 goals against Luxembourg, so Italy will be getting this goalkeeper which they just won't need, and they also get a tiny piece of land in Europe. The next nation that will be attacking is Mexico, and they are going northeast, so that's going to be the United States of America. This will probably be the biggest battle in North America. Who'll win? And it's a 2-2 draw, so second leg, and Mexico destroys the US 3-0, so they are getting Alphonso Davies, and also Christian Pulisic, and they are now the biggest nation in North America. Next nation is Montserrat, so that's another North American island, and they are going directly south, so that'll be one of the Panama's islands. So who's winning this one? And Panama destroys them 4-0, so they get this Taylor guy, and they also get another island in North America. The wheel has now landed on Jamaica, so we're still staying in North America, and they are going southwest, so that's Belize in Central America. Who's winning this one? And Jamaica has destroyed Belize 4-0, so Jamaica is getting this right midfielder, and they are also getting land in Central America. Next nation is Mozambique, and they are going north, so that's the Comoros, who is going to win this African battle, and Mozambique has won it 2-1. So Mozambique is getting the centre back, Karakizi, Samata, and the CDM, and they are finally growing in Africa. Next nation is Turkey and they are going northeast, so that'll be Japan. Who's winning this one? And Turkey has beaten Japan 2-0, so Turkey is getting Golovin, Sun, and Kamada, and on top of that Turkey will also get a lot more land, both in Asia but also more land in Europe. So Romania is now attacking, and they are going northwest, so that's the Italians. Will Romania be the one to take down Italy? No, they won't. Italy wins it 3-1, so Italy is getting Stansiu, which they won't need at all, but they are growing even bigger in Europe and they are starting to become a weird country shape. Next nation is Albania, so we're staying in Europe, and they are going northeast, so that'll be Serbia. Who's winning this European battle? And Albania has beaten Serbia 3-2, so Albania will be getting Milinkovic-Savic, which is pretty good, and they will also get Serbia's land in Europe. Next nation the wheel has landed on is North Macedonia, and they are going southeast, so that's Greece. Another battle in Europe. Who's winning this one? And North Macedonia has won it 2-1, so North Macedonia will be getting Manolis, and they are getting bigger in southern Europe. The wheel has now landed on Niger, and they are going northeast, so that's Egypt. Will Niger be the nation to stop Egypt in Africa? And no, they won't. Egypt wins it 3-0, so Egypt is getting this striker, and they keep growing in Africa. Next nation is Puerto Rico, and they are going east, so that's an island from Antigua and Barbuda. Who's winning this North America battle? And Antigua and Barbuda has won it, so they get Bell and Hernandez, and they also get more land. Next nation on the wheel is Uzbekistan, and they are going west, so that's Iran. Iran is finally doing something in this global imperialism. They are defending their country from one of the biggest nations in Asia. Can they take down Uzbekistan? And yes, they can. Iran wins it 3-2, so they are now getting this left back. Suleiman, Nur, Kezan, Chetri, and Denisov. That's pretty good, and they also grow a lot bigger in Asia. It's now landed on Colombia. So that's the first time we go to South America in this video. And they are going east, so that's Brazil. So will Colombia be the nation to stop Brazil? No, they won't. Brazil wins it 3-2. So they are getting Machis and Luis Diaz. And Brazil is still growing in South America. The wheel has now landed on Ghana, so we're finally going back to Africa. And they are going northwest, so that's Mali. Who's winning this African battle? And Ghana has defeated Mali, so they are now getting Tapsoba, Barrow, Keita, Kessie, Mane, and also Basuma, and Ghana will also grow a lot in Africa. The wheel has now landed on Somalia, and they are going east, so that's across the ocean to Iran. So a battle between two continents. Who's winning this? And Iran wins it 3-0, so Iran is getting Ali Abdi, which they won't need. But Iran is now moving into Africa, so it's now landed on Bosnia, and they are going east, so that's Albania. A European battle. Who's winning it? And Bosnia has won it 4-2, so Bosnia is getting Ramani, Milinkovic-Savic, and also Jimzati, which is good, and they are also expanding in Europe. Next nation is Germany, and they are going west, so that's Italy. The biggest European battle so far. One big European nation will be eliminated. Who is it gonna be? And it's a 2-2 draw, so we'll have to do a second leg, and Germany has beaten Italy 2-1, so Germany will now get Van Dijk, Alaba, Savic, De Bruyne, Rodri, Mbappe, Ronaldo, and also Donnarumma. That's amazing. And they now also almost own all of Europe. The wheel has now landed on Eritrea, and they are going north, so that will be Egypt. Will Eritrea be the nation to stop Egypt? And no, they won't. Egypt wins it 2-1, so they get this midfielder and even more land in Africa. Next nation will be Zimbabwe, and they are going southeast, so looking at the map that'll be Mozambique. Two African countries who has done alright so far. Who's winning it? And it's a 1-1 draw. Second leg, and Mozambique wins it 2-1. So Mozambique will be getting Patson Daka, and they are also getting Roberts, and they are also expanding their land in Africa. The wheel has landed on Costa Rica, and they are going northeast, so that'll be the Dominican Republic. Who's winning the Central American battle? And the Dominican Republic has won it 3-2, so they are getting Keylor Navas, which is amazing, and they keep growing in Central America. The wheel has now landed on Finland for the very first time in this global imperialism, and they are going northeast, so that's Turkey. Can Finland take down Turkey? And Turkey has won it 2-0, so they are now getting Hradaki, and they keep growing, which is insane. The wheel is now on St. Lucia, and they are going south, which is one of Panama's islands. So another North American battle. Will St. Lucia or Panama win? And Panama has won it 3-2. Benjamin and Donasian will be going to Panama, and Panama is getting 2 new islands. Sri Lanka is the next nation, and they are going east, so that's across the ocean to Vietnam. Imagine if Sri Lanka is the nation to stop Vietnam. And no way. I don't believe. Out of all the countries, Sri Lanka is the nation who has beaten Vietnam. So Sri Lanka will be getting Matthew Ryan, Amat, Insa, this right midfielder, Songkrasin, this guy, Brown, Qurinho, this guy, Bolkia, and also this Cam. That's a crazy amount of people. And Sri Lanka goes from a small island to a big ass country. That's a big difference. It's now landed on Lithuania for the first time. They are going east, so that's Germany. Can Lithuania take down the Germans? No, but they were close. Lithuania only lost 2-1, so Germany can't really use any of the Lithuanian players, but they do get their land, which is decent. Last nation of the video is Barbados, and they are going northwest, so that's Panama again. Who's winning the last battle of the video? And Panama wins it again. So Panama is getting Pierce. And they also get another island. They almost own all of the islands in the Caribbean. So this is how the world map looks so far. Germany has almost conquered all of Europe, and Mexico has also almost conquered all of North America. Turkey has grown a lot, and same with Iran. But the one I'm most surprised with is Sri Lanka. Imagine if they win the whole thing. Come back tomorrow for the final part to see who wins.